Hey everybody, this is Chase Petiche, astrologer, mystic guide, spiritual coach. I'm here to talk about the new moon in Scorpio that we have on November 1st. It is Scorpio season. So Scorpio energy is Scorpio rules death and rebirth. Scorpio rules decay. It rules change. It rules transformation. It rules really going through the process of going to the deepest part of something, seeing it for what it is, and allowing yourself to release it. Scorpio energy at its core is about truth. It is about the intensity that comes along with truth. It's about excavation. It's about nothing being hidden. It is X-ray vision, so to speak. It rules the energy of Halloween. It rules the inner time when the veil is thin. And it's kind of a great, saying, because that's what Scorpio is. There is a very thin veil. There's nothing hiding between the energetics behind something, the truth behind something, and the matter. We live in a world where most of us hide a lot of how we feel about things or our emotional truth or for whatever reasons, because we're afraid of expressing ourselves, because we're afraid of being unliked, because we don't want to hurt others. This season is a time to really be honest. I love Scorpios. I do. And I love them because they really connect deeply, eye to eye, about the deepest truths and emotional truths that exist. They're unafraid of really going to the core. This energy is unafraid of going to the core of the depths. And a lot of times in the core and in the depths, there's pain. Because whatever we hide, we tend to feel whatever about, ashamed, sad, regretful, whatever you want to call it. And so, Scorpio is a very powerful sign. It's ruled by Pluto, the Lord of the Lord of death and rebirth, the Lord of regeneration. And Pluto, a lot of times whenever Pluto's in our chart, wherever it is, it's like, oh my gosh, people are so afraid of it. But Pluto actually, when addressed and worked with, is such a profound archetype of not only transformation but freedom. And I think that this Scorpio season, there has been so much just stress in the world. It continues to be so much stress in the world. I think that this is a profound time of really getting to the core of that stress, getting to the core of the pain, of the wounding, speaking truth to it and releasing it. So something we have on this new moon that's really supporting this energy is we have Mercury opposing Uranus. And Mercury is in the sign of Scorpio. So Mercury rules communication. It rules how we talk about things. It rules putting things into form with our words. It rules, it's Thoth. It's the energy of magic, really, when you're putting words create, words manifest. And words are powerful. When we use our words in service to our truth, when we use our words in service to the deepest aspects of ourselves that we have been unable to fully express for whatever reasons, there is a liberation, there is a freedom. And that's why Scorpio is such a powerful sign also, because it's very courageous. It's Aries is the sign of the warrior, and where Aries rules like courage, but Scorpio is it rules emotional courage and really getting to the deepest aspects of things. The dark side of Scorpio can rule a lot of secrets, can be really, really secretive. The dark side of Scorpio can be manipulative because it understands, because it has secrets. The light side, the transformative energetics of Scorpio, are accessing those secrets, releasing them, liberating oneself. And this aspect we have of Mercury opposing Uranus, it completely supports that energy. Uranus is the energy of awakening. Uranus is the energy of radical insight, of radical truth, of rebellion, of things coming out of left field, but liberate. So this Mercury opposing Uranus energy really is supportive on this new moon to speaking one's depth, emotional depth, the depths of one's emotional truth, putting it out there in the universe, speaking it to whoever you need to speak it to, letting it be heard, letting it be seen, letting it live, letting it see the light of day. Scorpio, in a lot of ways, it holds things in. It's like really work with the shadow. It's that time of year when the sun starts getting darker, when we start going inward, when we kind of bring things in. And if we can start bringing light to the shadows and communicating that, there is freedom, there's liberation, there's authenticity, there is light. And that is definitely one of the aspects of of this time, hidden spoken truths. So think about that. Think about what that might mean for you. Think about what that might mean in your life. Where it could be anywhere, really, in anything. It could have to do with anything. But maybe start to reconcile a little bit with some hidden aspects, with some hidden truths, with some hidden energetics that you've been maybe suppressing. Think about that. Not easy. Not easy to really speak those things, but that's the thing, is that we're supported here. It almost is like when the astrology of the moment, when this is coming up, these things come up. They come up and they come out. Sometimes we don't even realize it. We don't even realize that's what's going on. But sometimes things are suppressed, or sometimes things need to be said. So this is an absolute time of that. The other thing we have going on this new moon is a Pluto opposing Mars. And its exact degrees. And everybody knows this is like the big thing in astrology is that Pluto's at 29 degrees Capricorn. It's finally going into Aquarius. So to have Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio, opposing Mars, that energy is that is an extremely powerful energy. Mars is like the gas pedal of our being. It's our assertive energy. It's how we move forward in the world. It's moving things forward. And Pluto is kind of the things that we hold on to the tightest. It's our obsessions, it's our control. It's really at the core of it, it's our wounding. Because whenever we have obsession or control with anything, it's because of wounding. So this is another aspect of things coming out, things being seen. This could look like, if it's on the darker side, it could look like really intense methods of control, trying to control someone like really intensely. On the flip side, on the lights, the self, it can be controlling the self. On the flip side of that, there is a deep release of energy here, a deep release of energy that wants to be let out, energy that wants to be liberated, energy that's ready to change, that's ready to transform. The words that I go with Pluto, and I talk about this all the time because we all need to hear it. We need to hear this every freaking day. Is that, Pluto rules death and rebirth. What does that really mean? It means it rules letting go. Letting go. What does that mean? Allowing something to go. What does that mean? It means that there is a flow. There is a divine current. And this is a fundamental belief I have. There is a divine current that rules the cosmos, that is love, and it has our highest potential, our highest goodness, our highest inside of that current. When we are holding on to things because of whatever reasons, there's so many various reasons that we hold on to things that may not be in alignment with the flow. We are going against the order. And what we're doing is we're starting to control, we're starting to grasp, we're starting to hold on to have a semblance of control, to have a semblance of, um, we create our lives. We know what we think, we know what we want for safety, for whatever reasons. So this, to let go, and this is the deepest, purest, most powerful, potent energy of Pluto. To let go means to allow something to move in the current, the divine current, to allow it to go. Meaning we do not hold on, we release. We allow it to flow, we allow it to go. And that is the death process. So, and with that, there comes great liberation. There usually comes a great ascension. There comes a new awareness. There comes new light. Also, with whatever we're letting go of, there can be great grief. There can be great sadness. That's why most of the time, a lot of us don't let go, because we're afraid of the pain and the grief. But if we can work with that energy, face it, feel it, honor it, and allow whatever wants to go as part of the divine current to go, we are in tune with the sacred order of the universe. We are in tune with the flow, and there will only be alignment. That is what living in alignment is. That's what living in integrity is. A lot of us get stuck in, not knowing when to let go. A lot of us get stuck in not knowing when to honor our intuition. What if it is our intuition, if it is our fear. And that's why really doing grounding practices, having your divination time, having your meditation time, having your prayer time, getting right with the self, and listening and trusting is the cornerstone of this Plutonic Scorpio season. So the harmonious aspect of this Pluto opposing Mars would really be opening to the flow. Whatever wants to go, we let go. Whatever wants to stay, we let stay. But we are one with the current, and we honor these currents, these cosmic currents. We honor them. These cosmic currents, we are one with it. We are it. We are God. We are the divine. It works through us, not to us. A lot of astrology is, oh gosh, these planets are happening to us. The astrology I like to do is we are the astrology. It works through us. We are the astrology. So this is truly a season of letting go, of release, of shedding, of death and rebirth, and harmonizing with that energy. The greatest power that I believe exists. Pluto is such a powerful archetype in astrology, and people are so scared of it, because when one can harmonize with death, with letting go, there is no greater power. There's no greater power in this universe, because one is facing everything that one holds dear and is trusting in a higher guiding force, that whatever wants to go should go, be allowed, allowing, trusting, flowing. This is the energy of the divine feminine. This is what it means to be in alignment with the energetics of the divine feminine, versus forcing, pushing, controlling, releasing, surrendering, allowing. So those would probably be the main two aspects I'd probably want to bring up on this new moon. And we are in a very profound evolutionary time. And this is a time of true and absolute ascension, rebirth, release. The only way we can do that is by letting go of the old, letting go of what doesn't serve us, external, internal, honoring the self, honoring the heart, honoring your own being, living in accordance with that and living in our integrity. So that is my new moon message, and I love you all, and I hope you have a good Scorpio season. All right, bye-bye.